We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Let's see some of the numbers here for Lou Dort.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Round out there with Michael Porter. And it's Eubanks into the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Oklahoma City, Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. Chet Holmgren out there with Monroe. And it's Williams at the 3, the small forward. Marching our way, Brent, toward the end of the season. What are members of the front offices doing right now?
Well, rosters are set, Kevin. I mean, this is what you got. You're not going to add anybody else. There's no...
Walls is checked in for Dort. Markkanen, he's checked in for Golden State. Porter comes in for Brandon Podziemski. So it's the Thunder now. 4-point game. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Screen by Monroe. Williams kicks to Monroe. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Warriors with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Monroe with a screen on Curry. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Gilgeous-Alexander is such a tough cover, especially at his size.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Curry. Six on the shot clock. To the middle and stolen by Wallace. Porter with the steal. Back to Curry. Outside Porter. Back to Curry. Picked by Markkanen. Down low. Here's Porter. Outside for Curry. Three-pointer. Rebound by Monroe.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Bounce pass Wallace. Williams passes to Holmgren. To the inside. Here's Monroe. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. For the Warriors, they won their last contest, that game against the Suns. Porter looking it over. Porter dishes to Porter. Curry on the wing. They could use a bucket. And the Warriors miss again.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
And great recognition. Holmgren saw the open floor and took advantage.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And the Thunder making a switch here. Dosumu's checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Watson's checked in. Curry against Gilgeous-Alexander. Markkanen sets the pick for Porter over Wallace. The Thunder pull it in. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
And they really took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series. And a big-time run there. They are peaking at the right time here to take the lead.
Watson, the pass to Eubanks. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Monroe. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Jalen Williams is a do-it-all dynamo for the Thunder. Coach Mark Daigneault said, we've cross-matched him onto centers. He'll shift him to a point guard. It's hard to explain how impactful that is for you. You have a great offensive player that you're also moving all over the lineup. Kevin?
DA, the versatility. That is pretty special. Hands it from downtown.
Go ahead and frame that. That's Steph Curry, the best to ever do it. It's art.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Wallace. To the paint. Here's Monroe. Curry with the rebound.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. G.A., what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Golden State. They trail by 1. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Offensive rebound. Back to Porter. Stolen by Monroe. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Again, it's Jalen Williams. He is in a groove, playing with confidence. Just keep finding him.
Williams against Markkanen. Pass to Porter. Shot clock at 6. Let's go. And the jumper is good.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's Williams. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Williams has got 14 points.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And Curry has it in the corner. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep, Williams. Nice D from Porter. Warriors trail by 3. There's a minute 40 left to play in the first quarter. That's to Curry. Jacks up a 3. He scores with that shot. Now he's 3 of 8.
Well, Curry doing it again with the quickest releases we've ever seen.
Wallace outside. Now here is Monroe. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Porter passes to Eubanks. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got 3 assists in the game.
Say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Williams kicks to Wallace. Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. The Thunder with another miss. So the Thunder, their last game, a loss to the Jazz.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Well, let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one.
Curry finds Porter. Some nice passing by Golden State. Curry can't get it to go.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Gilgeous-Alexander's got it all tied up now for the Thunder. It's a tie game in Oklahoma City. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
No, they really made a lot of good quality reads down there. Took some chances, but feeling more calculated than risky.
Thunder shooting 43% from the floor. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. LeVert out there with Porter. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. Then there's Peyton Watson. And it's Porter in at the 3.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
to Holmgren. There's the three. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And I love the competitive edge Holmgren plays with, coming right back with his own triple.
And here's Porter. Back to LeVert. Larkin in a screen on Wallace. Here's the floater. And it's LeVert missing.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
Here's Dosunmu. And the Thunder another three.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
LeVert the pass to Watson. That one's in. His first shot this game.
A solid passer at his position. LeVert excels at finding his teammates when they're open.
Murray finds Dosunmu. Holmgren the screen. Murray outside. Holmgren sets the screen for Murray. Lets it go from deep. And the Thunder another three.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
Pass to Markkanen. Now here's Watson. He's covered by Murray. Now Porter for three. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Now here's Murray. He's covered closely. Holmgren the screen. Dosunmu the pass to Murray. Pulls it from 20. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, watching that game quarter to quarter, they sped up, they slowed down, but they executed in every facet.
Markkanen can't get it to go. The Thunder leading by 4. It seems likely that the Warriors' title run under Steph Curry, Brent, is probably come to a close.
Yeah, I'm not going to count Steph Curry out quite yet, Kevin, but they have added some quality youngsters. They're trying to grow that group. How fast can they bring those kids along to championship caliber players? That's the big question. They're going to win their share of games.
First personal foul. And a closer look here at the hustle stance for the Thunder.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
Well, they've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
Dort is screen on Porter. Back to Dort. Out left to the wing. Here's Holmgren. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Holmgren's got his third bucket of the night.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
Pass to Podziemski. On the wing, Porter. Holmgren with the steal. Over in the corner, Dosunmu. Misses the three. Warriors trail by 3. Podziemski with it. He had 25 points in the win against Phoenix. Porter double team. Brown finds Porter. Shot clock at 5. Markkanen sets the pick for Porter. There's the drive. Deflects the pass. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Michael Porter Jr.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points. They haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And there's the bucket from Dosunmu. Dosunmu's got the lead up to 5 now for the Thunder. Porter against Wallace. Here's Markkanen. Saw him with 10 points last game. Outside, Porter. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Williams can't hit.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Porter kicks to Brown. Pass to Podziemski. The screen from Brown. Launches a three. Shot by Podziemski, no good. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Nuggets at Ball Arena in Denver. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guy. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander checked in for Oklahoma City. Stephen Curry. Inside. Got a piece of it. The Thunder leading by 6. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Murray. And it's Murray with the chance.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Pass to Brown. Here's Podziemski. Outside, Markkanen. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Oklahoma City's gotten out from three-point land in the second quarter, going 4 of 5 from downtown. Williams for 3, and another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
That's number 2 for him from long range in the quarter, his 3rd overall.
Pass to Podziemski. Golden State moving it around. Markkanen passes to Curry. Will it go? Oh, Curry so accurate from three-point range.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good for his 3rd bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Curry dishes to Brown. Here's Podziemski, defended by Dort. Brown with the screen on Dort. Podziemski, the bounce pass. Count the basket. Porter's got 10. The Thunder leading by 8. And for such a young player, Brandon Podziemski has a mature game.
Well, Kevin, his intellect out on the floor, I think, is at an elite level. Brandon does such a good job of hovering around the basket to get rebounds. He advances the ball with the pass. He's driving and always looking for angles. So this is an advantage-created player. And Brandon does a great job of it.
5 to shoot. On its way from Curry for 2. They get it again. Back to Porter. Pass to Curry over Wallace. Curry can't get it to go. Oklahoma City's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Murray with it. Picked up by Brown. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Here's Porter, and there's the drive.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. Looking for a breather, and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Rose checked in for Oklahoma City. Holmgren comes in for Case and Wallace. And then for Golden. And so that brings the first half to a close. Thunder out in front, leading by 8. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball. and wear them down with our ball movement, our cut.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Hey, everybody. I got a secret. We're approaching the playoffs, and we are starting the show with a breakdown of the Western Conference standings.
You know, right now for the Thunder, they've been phenomenal. All the lofty predictions, the expectations, they've all come true. Now comes the hardest part, in the postseason. Every team is going to be gunning for them.
And talking about our game now, a very solid first half for the Thunder.
It's all been gravy, baby.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. One of the stories here, Jalen Williams getting it done today.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
Mason Wallace, he's checked in for Dort. Then for the Warriors, Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Brown, and Porter subbed in for Stephen Curry. The Thunder leading by 8. Jalen Williams is out there with Chet Holmgren. Then there's Cason Wallace. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Monroe in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Williams kicks to Wallace. Clock at 4. Podziemski grabs the board.
Monroe. Second personal foul. 13 foul.
Warriors trail by 8. Now here's Porter. He's got 12. And it's Podziemski in the corner. Outside, Markkanen. Holmgren with the block.
Terrific swat from Holmgren there. Just shows you his length.
And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. It's that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times. Here is Porter. Incredible numbers looking at his scoring averages. He's currently scoring more than 28 points a game. Pass to Podziemski. On the wing, Porter. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. And it's good for 2. Porter's got 14.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Goes up on the wing. Count that one. Williams has got the lead up to 11 now for the Thunder.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Markkanen a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Porter inside. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Podziemski's got 19 points. And Brent, you hear some players now having their shooting motion analyzed with optical recognition. More data for the shot doctors.
Well, Kevin, information is one thing, but disseminating that information and being able to communicate that to a player is really where the rubber meets the road. How are you going to help him grow with that kind of analysis?
Pass to Eubanks. Here's Porter. Outside Porter from past the arc. The Thunder pull it in. Wallace has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now here's Williams, guarded by Porter. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Just 4 to shoot. 16 feet away. Eubanks grabs the miss. Eubanks got his 4th rebound in this one. Porter, no luck.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Monroe, excellent D there from Markkanen. Warriors trail by 10. 51 seconds left in the third. Picked by Markkanen. Pass to Podziemski. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. He's got 22.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Now Monroe kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the third.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
Now Porter, he's got 14. There's 14 seconds left here in the third quarter. There's a good screen. And he drives in and finished off by Porter.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, he settled for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that. And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
And so it's Oklahoma City in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Lauri Markkanen is out there with Brown. Then it's Porter. Then there's Peyton Watson. And it's Podziemski in at the 2 spot. Here's Williams. It's rebounded by Golden State. Podziemski's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Porter. Brown with it. Kicks it out to Markkanen. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Markkanen against Williams. Now here's Murray. Down low. It's up a 3. The shot by Williams, no good.
Well, a fast start in the first half. Looks like he's playing the second half in the mud.
Porter against Wallace. Pass to Podziemski. Off target from outside. Oklahoma City leading by 6. Here's Williams. And it's slammed in by Williams.
Explosive move from J-Dub. Great athlete.
And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
Watson's shot is off.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Williams can't hit. Warriors trail by 9. Podziemski with it. Pass to Markkanen. Murray against Brown. Outside Porter over Williams. Porter, no luck.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, guys, during the last break, here's what Mark Daigneault was telling his team. Now, Coach told his team, we're up. Take care of the ball. Don't give them the game. Playing smart basketball will clinch a victory for us. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's Williams. The Warriors pull it in.
It's really a tale of two quarters. Shot it so well in the last, but this one can't get anything to fall.
Yep, it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Porter. Williams scanning the floor to the inside, and Wallace slams it in.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to come into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Markkanen against Williams. Brown with a screen on Wallace. Porter passes to Brown. Over Murray. And it's Brown missing. And it's Williams with the ball for Oklahoma City. 6-point lead.
Hey, yo, right here.
Pass to Murray. On the wing, Wallace. Dort with a screen for Wallace. Bullseye! Wallace has got 4 points this quarter. Warriors trail by 8. Here's Podziemski. Outside Porter. Back to Podziemski. Porter a screen on George. Here's Podziemski. The rebound by Dosunmu. Dosunmu's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Williams. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now a 10-point Thunder lead.
And Jalen Williams had a plan there to outwork the defense. He knows you got to bring it to the paint.
Now here's Watson, defended by Dosunmu. 11 feet away. No good. He's made 9 of 15, shooting an even 60%. To the middle. Here's Williams. Excellent D there from Markkanen. Warriors trail by 10. To the paint. Here's Podziemski. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
And here is Dosunmu. Wallace with a screen on Brown. Dosunmu with the bounce pass. And it's Wallace slamming it down.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. For the Thunder, Monroe's checked in for Murray. Chad Holmgren comes in for Jalen Williams. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for George. Then for the Warriors, Eubanks, he's checked in for Brown. Michael Porter comes in for Peyton Watson. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Brandon Podziemski. Wallace against Porter. And the Warriors miss again. The Thunder leading by 12. Now here's Holmgren. Lets it go with the 3. And it's hauled in by Lauri Markkanen. Markkanen's got 6 rebounds in the game. Porter kicks to Porter. Markkanen a screen on Wallace. And Porter, here we go. Here's Markkanen, and Markkanen throws it down.
Like to see when Markkanen has that size and gets to the rim.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Curry. Here's Dosunmu. It's good from long range. Dosunmu's got the lead up to 13 now for the Thunder.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Outside Curry. Eubanks with it. Monroe on him. Eubanks, no good.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And it's in there.
Now that's got to excite Holmgren's fans. If he keeps improving his handles, watch out.
Curry against Gilgeous-Alexander. Curry passes to Porter. Back to Curry. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Porter, no luck.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. Out to Wallace. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Thunder, another three.
After not having a three during the first half, he's made two now, the second half, and he looks hungry for more.
Markkanen looking it over. Pass to Porter. Over Wallace. And again, no good by Golden State. Oklahoma City leading by 18. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Outside Porter. Porter against Wallace. Porter dishes to Curry. To stop the drought, and the shot is good.
So Steph Curry, the best shooter in the world, is open and has the ball? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oklahoma City's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
That free throw good from Monroe for the Thunder. Jalen Williams comes in for Dosunmu. And they double up Markkanen. Porter inside. Misses in close. Oklahoma City leading by 20.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Thunder.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even. And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
Pass to Wallace from the arc. It's the three-point bomb.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Here's Porter. Rejected by Murray. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.